Hi everybody, it's Brad with the Big Family Homestead, and this video is kind of different. It's a little bit interesting. I've got basically a short story, a challenge, and a contest all wrapped up in one. And I guess if I had to title it, I would say it would be titled, "What Can I Do With This?" So let's get cracking right now. All right, so it's Friday morning here on the Big Family Homestead. I haven't really gotten outside yet to do any, chores type work kind of thing. I was trying to just clean up my new digs, my new office a little bit, and I came across a box and I found this little guy right here. This is basically a metal little steel cross that I had found when I was on a missions trip in Haiti. In the trash. It was basically laying on the side of the street, and here I'm gonna give you a little closer look up of that. Yeah. But basically, what those Haitian people do, it's kind of crazy. You talk about a resourceful people, they get a bad rap for a lot of things, but one thing you cannot say about them is they are absolutely resourceful. They make do with what they have in an incredible way. And this little cross reminded me of a lot of things. And the first thing is that what they do, they take trash and they make it into art. And literally, they basically have steel barrels or whatever items they can get their hands on, but this thing was a steel barrel at one point, and they literally use their hands and their feet and whatever implements they can get their hands on or feet on and bash them into flat surfaces, and they make all kinds of beautiful art. I'm going to show you another piece of art that I actually purchased when I was there, but this little guy must have been a discard because it's misshapen. It's kind of it's not exactly perpendicular or any of that kind of stuff, but so they must have thrown it away thinking it was useless. But I found this thing, and it's to me, this is a representation, well, frankly, of a lot of things. The first thing is this, that with a little blood, sweat, and tears, just about anything can be made into something beautiful. And yeah, sometimes it takes work. Sometimes you gotta beat the metal till it's flat, and it may take a lot of effort, and you may have to just really, really work at it. But you can take something that's a trash can and make it into something that's awesome art, like the thing I just showed you, that piece of art that I purchased when I was there, that with effort, everything can be made beautiful again. And that's the first point of this little thing, but that's not the homesteading point. As a homesteader, we have to look at things as multiple uses, always. If you're going to save a buck, do it better, do it quicker, do it more efficient. It does not mean that you run to the store and you go purchase the latest, greatest whiz-bang gizmo. I mean, if you're loaded with money, great, good, great, grand for you on that, but you're actually not, exercising your brain, number one. And what happens if you don't have access to that? Let's say that you're in a different situation where you don't have access to those tools or that cash. You still got to get the job done. And this is a representation to me of taking something that was meant for one thing, a trash can or whatever it was, it could have been a car for all I know, and taking it and making it into something that I can craft for my use to, and in their case, they sold it. They would sell it to tourists. They would paint these things up and make it into beautiful art. And so to look at things in a way that is not necessarily the intended use, but can be made into another thing that is useful for you. And that's the point for the self-reliant types, for the the homesteaders and the preppers. The encouragement is this, and we're going to get ready to a challenge. I'm coming up on a challenge and also a little contest kind of thing. I think you guys will like it. But to look at things in more than one way, that you can go ahead and say, well, yes, that is a guitar string, but I could also use it for you know, a trap if you were in a survival situation, say, and I could trap small animals with it, or I could fish with it, or I could, in some cases, if the guitar string is big enough, you could use it as a saw. You could use it as a, you know, a way to lash cloth together. There's all kinds of different things. And to train ourselves to look at items as not just the one intended thing, I think is an invaluable skill. And so with that, here's the deal. Here's the challenge. The challenge is that you start to look at things in a multitude of ways, that you don't just look at a coffee pot as a coffee pot. Well, what is that coffee pot made of? It's made of plastic. Well, I could, you know, if I had to, I could cut that plastic into shapes for some reason. Or I could use the glass, or I could figure out a way to get the heater out of it and use it for maybe a stock tank. I don't know. But there's a million different things you can do with a coffee pot. And so that brings me to this part of the video, which is the contest. Now, the contest is actually going to be, you know, kind of unofficial. I don't have any stuff to give you. I really don't. Sorry. But what you do have, and what you will have, and what you will be king and or queened of is bragging rights. You will be the king and / or queen of ingenuity from now until the next video where we do one of these exercises. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a bunch of stuff on a table or on the floor, wherever I get around to. And whoever comes up with the coolest / most / interesting ways to use these items in a different unintended way, you will be crowned king and / or queen of ingenuity. Maybe we should call it like the MacGyver Awards. What do you think about that? MacGyver Awards? Oh, you tell me. Chime in. But basically in the comments below, I'm gonna show you a bunch of stuff, and you're gonna say, all right, well, this used to be a trash can, but you know what I did? I beat this thing into a piece of artwork, and now I sold it for $5 to some tourist, and now my family can eat today. Yay, everybody wins. Ingenuity wins. And so here it is, I'm gonna show you all this stuff, and you let me know what you think can be used or can be made or can be manipulated into something cool and different. Okay, so here are our items. We've got an old crusty tape recorder. I think the batteries are still good in there. That's a good hint. Some duct tape, wire cutters. You got a weird freaky Iron Maiden beer bottle, some white shoe polish, a very, very heavy duty clamp, a golf ball, some industrial Velcro, and a wadded up t-shirt. So what can you do with this lot? Think it up. Come on, guys. All right, folks, so there you have it. Who will be crowned king and / or queen of ingenuity? You let me know. I'll make an unofficial kind of blur, but you will have bragging rights. And Brad, BC Truck, I know you watch, bro. He is a wicked, wicked engineer of unusualness, and I bet he'll come up with some crazy stuff. What about you there? Oh, Mr. Carolina Prepper, what you got for me, Dirt Patch? I bet you got pretty ingenuitized on you. Anyway, there you have it. I am Brad with Big Family Homestead, and you guys have an amazing, ingenuitive day.